Hi, St. Simon and Jude, Coach Keebler here. I'm going to teach you how to make an eye convergence string. So this is something that we use in the Minds in Motion maze. We did not really include it as much as we should have, I think, last year. So I want to be sure that we are creating this convergence string and including it in your daily maze. So the maze is most effective the more you do it. So just 5 minutes a day of doing this maze will really help set your child up for success. So this convergence string has 3 different color beads. Mine will not, because I'm just going to use what is around my office and some things that I have around my office. I found this string and I found some math manipulatives. So you've been given some manipulatives in your bags. Don't use those because those are supposed to be for your counting and your teacher knows how many you have. So use whatever you can find around your house, but it doesn't have to be exact, okay? Now, I happen to have a yardstick and the length of my convergence string is 1.5 yards. So I'm going to use 1.5 yards of string, and I'm just going to guess, doesn't have to be totally exact. Then I'm going to measure my beads. The beads, this first set of beads is about 9.5 inches, okay, from the top. So I am going to keep my finger right where I want that bead to be. And this is the reason I decided to use these, because they actually have holes at the top. So I figured that would be an easy thing to feed through. Well, I'm going to do it the other way because it wasn't very easy. Now, on my manipulative, I'm just going to go ahead and tie it onto the string. I don't think there's really a huge necessity to move the beads, so I'm going to tie it that way I know it's not kind of jumbling around. What we did on this one is we tied knots so that the bead would just stop, okay? And I've tried looser beads and the beads would slide off of it, so that's why I'm just going to tie it on there. So you can see I did it about the same. The next bead is a little over 12 inches. Okay, so you're going to put the next bead at a little bit over 12 inches. Again, I don't think it has to be totally exact. I apologize if I am wrong. Okay, and then we need a third bead. Okay, so we have 2. And now my third bead, this one, it's a little bit over. It's closer to 13 to 14 inches, but that's fine. So I'm going to go ahead and tie my final bead on here. Now this is something that eye doctors use to strengthen eyes, and the woman who discovered this program, the Minds in Motion program, Candace Meyer, she decided, well, why aren't we doing that to practice getting our eyes stronger for reading, right? That's really important to be able to read. So that is why she added it to her program. So I'm going to show you what we now do with this convergence string, okay? Now, I'm going to show you my original one that has 3 different colors of beads. I'm going to start by putting the end of this string on my nose, and I'm going to straighten out the string. Now, I'm going to focus on this first green bead for the count of 10. Then I'm going to go to the blue bead for the count of 10. And then I'm going to focus on the red bead for the count of 10. I'm going to show you what that looks like with my new convergence string that I just made. So I'm going to do the same thing. I'm going to put the string up to my nose, and I'm going to keep my string as straight as I can, and I'm going to focus on the first bead, and then the second bead, and then the final bead. Good. So practicing eye convergence actually helps you focus on letters and numbers. So it's going to build those eye muscles and strengthen them so that we can be better readers, so that we can be a little less clumsy and more focused in our daily life. So it really crosses both into the physical and academic, both sides, right? So you need to have your own personal convergence string. Make one at home, keep one at home so that you can do this every day. If you do the maze every single day, you will see improvements in your child. So you really want to keep that around and do it every single day with the Minds in Motion. They're going to be posted on Mondays. I won't include that in my Minds in Motion maze, right? So you're just going to add that in, and then Monday through Friday, and then on the next Monday, I'm going to drop the week 2 video. So try to make this a huge commitment. I'm going to do it in my own family because I think we'll see a lot of benefits for my children. So that's it, SSJ. I hope you have a great day, and we'll chat soon. Bye.